76ers, who I actually was. So the game was at halftime when I wrote my notes for this podcast and everything. And when I wrote my notes, I literally wrote 76ers on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals championship. And then the second half happened, which was after I wrote my notes. And I watched the 76ers just fail and just do everything they possibly can to allow the Hawks every chance they could to get back into the game. And they did just that. And shocker, when you give a team, opportunities over and over again on offense and you miss opportunities on your side and one of your best players can't hit a free throw to save his freaking life in Ben Simmons, then yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's why, again, I said the 76ers, I thought they were going to win this series in 6 games, which apparently now is not happening at all because they decided to choke that opportunity away.
Mhm.
I thought the 76ers team that was going to win 6 games was going to lose the next series. I literally didn't matter who they played, the Bucks or the Nets, they were going to lose the next series. That's how it was going to go because I don't believe in the 76ers because the 76ers do this every year. And unfortunately, they have their 2 star players on that team in Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid play 2 positions where, in 2 styles of play that are not sustainable against these other teams that have, again, Ben Simmons not being able to hit a jumper or a 3 to save his freaking life, and then not being able to hit a free throw, so much so that it's becoming a whack-a-ben at the end of the game. It's ridiculous. It's just absurd. You're a point guard. Hit more free throws for the love of God. Like it's so stupid. It's work on your shot in the off season. You can't be this bad and still be working on your shot every single day. There's no way. If that's happening and you're working on your shot every day and you're still this bad, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Just do what you got to do to put the ball in the bucket. But it's
Just dodge those swipes at the end of the game for free throws.
Yeah.
Don't get
Yeah,
fouled.
you better get real good at doing some little jukes and shakeouts because
Yep.
it's just stupid. It's so dumb. It's so bad watching this team. And then they have to rely on Embiid, who's a center. And unfortunately, as a center, he's limited. That's the way it goes. It's, dominant centers used to be a thing in the NBA, but then the NBA transitioned to a more smaller ball with more athleticism and more, shooting and everything. And when you have a center who's as good as Embiid, you can definitely get as far as the Eastern Conference semifinals. But then guess what? It goes away when you don't have the other pieces that can take you further, like the Nets do with Durant or James Harden or Kyrie being available, like the Suns do with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, a point guard shooting guard duo who can play really well in the backcourt and make a lot of shots and 3 points and everything, and are a good 3-point shooting team, like a Jazz team that we're about to watch, like a Clippers team they've got Kawhi and Paul George. There's a reason why the 76ers, in my opinion, are never going to make it anywhere near, anywhere past the Eastern Conference Finals to a finals, or, even be competitive in an Eastern Conference Finals if they made it, because they're not viable as a team to go that far and win a championship.
Yeah. I mean, how
Even
old
though
is Embiid? I have no idea.
uh
Do they have a
26,
championship window? Oh
5.
my god, that's it. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, Ben Simmons is like 23 years old,
Wow.
24 years old. Yeah, Ben
Okay.
Simmons and Embiid have been in the league for like 5 or 6 years, and they're both like 24, 25 years old.
That's crazy. So I mean, I guess they
Yeah.
they have flexibility, but
Yeah, but the problem is that when Ben can't shoot to save his life and relies on athleticism and his skill and everything, and that's great, and it works well for you enough to get you this far. But then when you can't shoot to save your life, well, guess what? When your athleticism starts to go even a little bit, what are you going to do?
yeah.
Jason Kidd's athleticism he started shooting threes. LeBron starting to become a better shooter. It's just, you have to adapt, and it's eventually it's going to lead to where Ben's going to just end up as basically John Wall, essentially. And John Wall's a good player, and he's a great player, but John Wall's not winning you any playoff series anytime soon.